you right there. I don't know why this. Sorry, I'm trying to go live on Instagram, and it always gives me action. I don't know why. Hmm. Well, guess what? We're just not going to bother with that. Oh, there you go. We're having trouble with Instagram. Okay. Remove. Sorry. Sorry. And save changes. I don't know if I'm messing this up now. I hope I'm okay. Sorry about all of that. Darlene, can you hear me? Hi, Cheryl. Oh, and you're on Facebook. Okay, so it does work in both locations. I never know anymore. I never know. There's always seems to be some sort of a glitch. So let me know if you can hear me. I'm assuming you can. And we're going to get going here right away ish, I think. I've been trying to organize my little corner, and it's like, uh, yeah, I think I'm having issues. You can hear me, and I can hear you, and I can hear. Okay, there you go. Calling in, calling in. Of course, I haven't coughed all morning, and now that I'm live, I'm going to start coughing. Let me just quickly run through some things here. And hi, Darlene, and you're on YouTube. That's great. I'm glad it's working both ways. You know what? I feel like this tickle is not going to go away, so I apologize. I'm going to have a little candy in my mouth. It is a Ricola. I should have shares in that company lately, especially with the smoky air. Does it affect anyone? I'm thinking it's affecting me, but anyway, we're good. So you know how I usually so what I do at my end is I kind of swipe my tabletop on top of me so that the tabletop is highlighted. But for some reason, they're having issues with that. So I am going to say hello to you right now. And then you're not going to see me for the rest of the morning, which is fine because you're not here to see me anyway. Because it's just going to show my tabletop view. Because if I do this, which is what I normally do, and then I kind of swipe my tabletop over to where I am, but it's not working. So this is what we're going to do this morning, which is great. So now you can't see me at all, which I'm thinking I don't mind this whole look. So June tutorial bundle, um, the prices are still the same. It has changed. The young lady that started this handed the baton to someone else. Okay. And so I think some people were a little uncertain if it was still going. So there's 17 projects in here, which is still a whole lot for a $65 value. So if you are interested in the June tutorial bundle, what you would do is you would place a $65 order with me in the month of June. I will send this to you hopefully by the beginning of July. I can't believe I just said July. Um, if you do not want to place an order with me, but you are interested in these fabulous bundles, $25, let me know that you're interested in the June 2025, and I will get that off to you. Okay. I have one more paper share left. It is a $150 value. If you want just a taste of all the beautiful paper, it's just $50. I have one left. If anybody is interested, let me know. Get that off to the side. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but if you go to, let me pull that up here. If you go to my, can I find it? Yes. If you go to my Stampin' Up shopping channel, you're going to notice that there's a whole lot more last chance items that are in there. Some of them are discounted. So please take that into consideration if you are wanting to place an order with me. I just wanted to show a few of, and I've got some DSP too, a few of my must-haves that I'm not getting rid of, because these are great for the albums that I make. So the Sending Love Dies, this is like a mailbox right here, and it's interactive. So you can actually place money in the mailbox, or a love note or whatever. So not getting rid of this. It's great for albums. The tags to go, I had this out for my album class, and I'm not sure where I put it, but it's around. But this bundle is going away, and I believe it's discounted. And I wish I had the dies to show you, because look what it cuts out. It cuts out, and I've got adhesive backing on them, but it cuts out locks and keys. And this is great for album making as well. So that is in the last chance items. And the Round We Go is in the last chance items. And this is super fun to make those rosettes. And you can also create an interactive card where these circles actually turn around and have like little peekaboos through them. I've seen lots of them. Let me show you a little bit of design paper that I am likely going to be purchasing more of. If you like making baby albums, look at the little cutaways that come with this. So this is Storybook, I believe it's what it's called. Yeah, Storybook Moments. That is in last chance. For elegant cards, Nature's Sweetness is in last chance. It is absolutely stunning paper. This one here, what is it called? Naturally Gilded. This is what is in last chance. And one of the cards that I'm going to be showing you at the end of my live with all the dimensions, I used that. And then this one here, Nature's Specialty. So it's foil. This is also in last chance. So I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up. And there's more that is my favorites, not just that, but I wanted to show you that. So if anybody is interested in any of that, hop over to my store so that you can have a look, okay? And thank you so much for the thumbs up. That helps the algorithms. Let's get to the card. Thank you for everyone that shared. Your names are here. And Darlene and Cheryl, I see that you're live with me, so your names will be entered in the draw. We're going to start with hi Judy. We're going to start with a standard A2 card base. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to create a portrait card today. We're starting with, what is the name of this? This is called Season of Elegance. And I do not think this is in last chance. We're going to pop that down on the card, okay? Right on our card base. And we could, should I sponge the edges? I'm not going to. I hope I don't regret that. We're going to get our adhesive on here, and we're just going to pop this right on to the card. And I must say, I love this card. Not my inspiration. I saw this on Sam Calcott's page. I think that's how you say her last name. So credit goes to her for that. the next panel is also crumb cake, and we're going to take a piece of the gold foil, okay? And we're going to adhere that onto the panel. I'll give you all the dimensions later. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to mention something. Can I backtrack here for just a second, girls? Because I really wanted to showcase this. Okay. So this is done, okay? But let me backtrack just a little bit. Here are, and so let me flip. This is not going to be super fun today here, because that other feature is broken. Okay, so here are 5 rolling photo boxes that are totally complete with pictures inside. Okay, so those are done, ready to gift. This weekend we are having cousin camp. So these 5 kids are sleeping over all weekend. And I have 4 more. These are my Vancouver kids, so I still need to put photos in there. Okay, but I'm going to show you, I'll show you Lucas's. So let me change the view. So there's Austin and Isaac and Katie and Owen. And here's Lucas's. So he is Mr. Sportsman. Okay. I've been so busy, Judy, and I have been having so much fun. So he is just Mr. Sportsman. So here are his pictures, okay, all populated into the book. Okay, let me just put that down here. But I wanted to show you that because I don't remember if I mentioned this last class, and if anybody is interested, just grab the QR code right here. I'm offering this class as a live, a private virtual class. Okay, so I'm not doing it here at home. I'm doing it virtually. I will walk you through this. We're going to go on StreamYard and do this together so we can see each other and just work through that album. So if you are interested, just take a picture of the QR code. Okay, so let me just bring that a little bit closer. Or where are you? Or down there is, and this will bring the QR code, and that HTTPS will bring you to the Google form, okay, that you would sign up for class. So hopefully I have left that up long enough for everybody. So thank you. And my album for this dude, I'm hoping to go live at 3:30 today, okay? So I'm heading to Costco after this, and I'm pretty sure I'll be back by 3:30. Okay, so now we're going to grab another strip of crumb cake, and yeah, so far I've got 2 people coming to my virtual class, so I'm excited about that. Minimum charge $5. You supply your own card stock, but I am there to walk you through every step of the way. Okay, that is set. Okay, and then why do I have this? Oh, you know what? I cut 2. That's all. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of cardstock, and I'm going to do a little bit of cheating because Sam did hers a little bit different, or I should say I'm doing mine a little bit different than Sam's, okay? So we're going to take this piece of cardstock, and this measures 5 by 3.5, okay? And we're going to measure at 3/4 of an inch, or not measure, we're going to score. We're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, then 1 1/8, and that's just 2 ticks past 1 inch, and then 1 1/2, and then 2 1/4, 2 5/8. So 2 5/8 is 2 ticks past 2 1/2. Good morning, Debbie. Welcome here. Hi, Kathy. Welcome here. And then 3 inches. Okay. So there's this little wonky, I don't know if you can see the score marks. There they are. There's the score marks. So see all those score marks? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to cut 5 1-inch strips. Okay, so my score marks are going this way. So I'm going to put the 5-inch along the top, and we're going to cut 1-inch strips. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 4 cuts gives me 5 of these little panels. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can get this so that you can see the score marks. Just, you know what? Let me help you with that. So there's the score marks, and they're still not coming through. So there's this one section that's a tiny bit, yeah, you can sort of see it. It's a tiny bit larger. So that's going to be the face. And then these are just going to zigzag, right? So there's what I'm going to call the face. And then these will zigzag like so. Okay, so I'm basically creating a spring is what I'm doing. Okay, so I could have folded all of that ahead of time and then did my cutting, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that and hold that down, and I've created one spring. So let's just carry on. So there's another one. We're going to do this 5 times. So if I just lay it flat, it's automatically going to connect where it needs to. See, it looks like a, what do you call those? An hourglass. It looks like an hourglass. It's really fun to create this, and I sure hope you give it a go. So there's another little hourglass. So I just find my larger area first, which is right there, and then these just kind of zig and zag, okay? And I've got a longer here and a little bit of a shorter there. So that's where I put my adhesive. Okay, and then I just fold it onto itself, hold it for a moment, and there's the little hourglass. I hope that is making sense. So you find your larger area first, and then these are smaller areas. There's my long bottom piece, and there's my short bottom piece. Let's put a little bit, whoa, and then just fold it. Okay, so there's my 5. So now what we want to do, and when you're creating this, you want, and I'll show you when I'm done, my prototype and then my second card, you want to use the same color of cardstock that you're using as your base, okay? So we're going to take this larger panel and we're going to put 3 of them on there. And it doesn't matter which way it goes. If it goes this way or that way, it really does not matter because they are all a spring anyway, okay? So I don't want it too close to the top because I don't want it super visible on the card. So I'm going to go about here, okay? So let's just start putting those down. I've got a little bit of glue kind of sitting there, so we're going to put that one down. And if you're worried about perfect placement on this, let's just grab, I'm not sure how far in I am, but I can just, where am I? I'm about 3/4 of an inch in. So if I just line up the edge of my white template with my cardstock, like so, then I know that I am square. So I didn't even bother with my blue base. I'm just making sure that that doesn't move. I love my cat tool. I love my cat tool. So I'm just pressing my spring up against the edge of this. So then I know that I'm square. And you know what? I want to bring that down just a smidge. So there we go. Okay, so that is done. And let's do that again with this piece. Okay, so we're going to put these 2 down right about there. Okay, I'm thinking I could have used just 1, but I prefer the idea of 2. And so I'm about, I don't know, I would say I'm about 1/4 of an inch away from either side. And they will allow it to be flat when you mail it. I don't know if it's still going to be extra postage though. I'm not sure. Okay, let's put these down on our card. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive down on my spring, and I am going to place that down, centering it left, right, and north, south. So I'm just hovering over my phone. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with this. I love mine. I do. And so we don't want that to move. So here is how it will sit. Okay, isn't that so cool? And now let's work on our sentiment. This is what I used. I used from Unbounded Love. I used this kind of florally one. And then from Framed Scenes, I used the smaller, and I actually cut out a section of this design paper where there was no gold. Okay, so that's what I used. And for the sentiment, you know what? I'm going to let you girls choose. I made my other one. I have two of them. I made the other one using sympathy, okay? But we can make this into a thank you card. I mean, a very elegant thank you card. Or why don't we choose something in here, okay? So if somebody wants to let me know what sentiment they want on this card, we will see what happens. And I'm going to use pecan pie, okay? Let me put this down. Let me see if I can put this down in such a way that there's not a whole lot of glare. You love the thank you idea. Oh, and we have a happy birthday and a thank you. Okay. The War of the Sentiments. Friends, the War of the Sentiments. And we have two for thank you. Okay. How many people are here? I've got 10 people here. Okay, come on, ladies. What do we want here? Or happy birthday. Okay. It would make a beautiful, like, what does gold represent? 50 would make a really elegant 50th birthday. Because it's a pretty elegant thank you card. You know what? Maybe I will go with happy birthday. Why don't we do that? Let's go with happy birthday. And I hope it fits. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And we're going to use pecan pie for that. Okay. So let's grab a block. And our pecan pie. Tap, tap, not smash, smash. And let's just go straight down. Hold it for a second. Oh, Judy. It's all good. Migraines are not a happy thing. That is for sure. I suffered with migraines for a few years. And it wasn't fun. Okay, I find whenever I use liquid adhesive on foil, it just kind of swims everywhere. So I am going to use tape. And I purchased, I'm bad. I am so bad. I have been having issues with my Stampin' Seal, and it was getting all bunched up inside and just a hot mess. And so I decided that I had enough, and I just have a really hard time getting the nose thing off of here. There's got to be a trick that I don't know about. And oh my goodness, I'm trying to get this off and I can't. There we go. I got it. Okay, so let's get a strip of that on here. I've got a little bit of it hanging over right here, so let's just bring that in. And let's put that down. I'm hoping to go live at 3:30 today, ladies, so I hope you can join me. So with my new Easy Runner Grand, Darlene has created a stand for it. I just don't have it yet. But look what I do have, my new adhesive stand. for all of my adhesives, and I love it. Love it, love it. So now I'm not looking for my dimensionals all the time because they have a house. We're going to put our dimensions just down the center, okay? But before we do that, I want to put some sprigs, and I got these. Let's do 3 of them. 2 tall and a short. I got that from the Unbounded Love, and there's 2 of them. So they cut 4 out right away, which is really nice. But I've got these little circles that have to pop out, and they didn't all come. I should have done the wax paper trick. And 1 more here. And I didn't want to put adhesive sheet behind it because I want these to kind of flow freely. So sorry as you watch me do this. I should have done that before. Judy, how are you doing after falling from your ladder, my dear? How's your back? If I was your neighbor, I would run you over some soup. I love making homemade soup. And I can't quite put that in the mail, can I? Okay, so I got those out. Let's get this little guy out. And 2 more. That must not be fun. I know I've gone to physio for my knee, and it hurts sometimes. Okay, I got them all. Now I want to make sure that I know where I'm going with these. And I think I like the idea of okay, it's going on that side. Let's well, you know what? It can sit on the dimensional, I'm thinking. And then this little guy, maybe I'll put just a little dot of adhesive there and press that down. And we're going to put adhesive or glue on that dimensional because I've got it covered. Okay, so now let's continue on. So just down the center, because this is going on a smaller band area. Regina, you are here. Hello from Germany. Yay, and I've got you down for sharing, so thank you for that. So let's just press that into place. Okay, we're going to grab our gems. Wow, Judy, that's crazy. That's crazy. Regina, I'm glad you were able to join. You haven't been, I haven't seen you on my lives for a while, so it's so nice to see your name pop up. We're going to grab some of our gold, and this is the adhesive-backed metallic gems. And I really like the idea of them being right in with the sentiment. So a large and a small, and then let's put a small one right there. And then last, but certainly not least, I want to put a piece of white cardstock in the center. Okay, so that's going to be, let's see. And of course, I have no white left. Let's just cut one. So we're going to go 4 by 5 1/4 for that. So let's go to 4. And I don't have 5 1/4 on that. I am so excited to come back this afternoon and work on my album with you. It's been 2 weeks, so that'll be fun. Oh, I know. It's so beautiful, isn't it, Regina? It's such beautiful design paper. Let's not just put a plain paper in there. Let's put a little something on it. So we're going to grab this leaf right here. So let's mount that like so. And we're going to grab our pecan pie. Cheryl, it's such a fun card, and it's super simple. Super simple. Now we want to remember that we're going portrait, so we want our design right here. And let me grab a piece of scrap paper, just in case I go off a little bit. I don't want it all over my card or my tabletop. So there we go. You can sponge the edges if you want, but you know what? I've got the entire card with kind of a clean classic look, so we're not going to brush any of our edges. So let's open up our card, and there's all of our little bouncing springs in there. So if I press it down, that's what's going to go in the mail. So you know what? While I've got you here, let's see what happens. So let's pop this in. I like to put all my design coming in on the long side, okay? So if we press that down and seal our envelope, let's get our letter measure thing. No, it definitely would take extra postage, okay? Oh, Judy, let me tell you everything that we've used, okay? So not to worry. So yeah, it definitely will take extra postage. So there's the mechanisms back there, and there's no way around it. And here's how it sits. So let me do it this way. Hello. Here's how it would sit, and I can't. So if your tabletop is here, this is what it would look like on your tabletop, okay? Yeah, sorry, my stream thing is not working. So there's the card. I used pecan pie for this and this. We've got basic white, we've got crumb cake. The leaf came from Textured Notes. The gems are the adhesive back metallic gems. This came from Unbounded Love. These sprigs also came from Unbounded Love. The sentiment came from Unbounded Love. And this smaller oval came from the smaller oval here. Okay. And the gold foil, I used exposed brick on it. And then this paper is the Season of Elegance. Okay. So that's what that paper is. Oh, Regina, you're not well either. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here, my dear. I am so glad. Okay, and so thankful that you have all shared. So let me show you. Okay, so here is my prototype. Here's the first one that I did, okay? But I used basic white on my springs, and I was like, ooh, I don't care for that. So, and there's the spring, and I actually, this back spring is even taller than this one. So I revamped the second one that I did using Pretty Peacock, and I made the spring a little bit smaller. So there's the 3 cards that I created using the floating double panel card. Okay, now if anybody wants to take a screenshot, here is, or here is the instructions, or here are the instructions. And they just don't seem to be coming through really clear, do they? But you know what? I will link, when I'm done my live, I will link that PDF. Here are the dimensions of everything that I cut, okay? So you've got your card base, and then your design paper, right here. And then I did floating panel 1. That's this larger one. So there's the floating panel 1, and there's the DSP size for it. Then floating panel 2 and the DSP size for it. And then the springs for number 1 floating panel and number 2 floating panel. So I just cut one large piece of 5 by 3.5, and then there's all my scores, okay? And then I cut that into 1-inch strips with my 5-inch along the top. I cut 1-inch strips, and that's how I got my spring mechanism, okay? So let us find out who is winning the draw. And if you have shared and I didn't call your name, please let me know, okay? So Judy, Lucy, who is unable to be here, Deb, I'm not sure if you're still here, and Cheryl. Yeah, if anybody out there, Dee, she's at work, but thank you for sharing. If anybody out there is a praying person, let's remember to pray for Judy and Regina, okay? So Regina, thank you for sharing. And Sherry is likely at work as well, but thank you for sharing. And Darlene, okay? Now, I don't know if there's anyone else here that did share the link to my live. Let's see who is winning one of these elegant cards. So fun to create and so easy. Let's just mix all these names up, and I am not looking. Let me see if I can go. There we go. Let's go this way. Then you can see that I'm not looking because I'm watching you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to be back. I'm hoping for 3:30. It might be 4 o'clock. just because I want to get some groceries done and I want to work on uh, Owen's baby album a little bit here this afternoon with you. Okay, so I've got one name. I have just one, and the winner today is Lucy. So Lucy, you have won. You have won one of these cards. I will text you and find out which one that you are interested in, and I will get that to you. And so let's come back here. This is so awkward doing it this way. Regina, I hope you are feeling better. So, where do you get your mail if you're not at home? Um, you know what? Actually, I will ask you that personally. Okay. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed what you see, please subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified whenever I go live. I would love to have you. Thank you for all of those who have subscribed to me. My numbers are slowly creeping up, and I'm excited about that. Um, so I just want to bless you and wish you a wonderful, blessed weekend. It's almost here, but I'm hoping to see you this afternoon, okay, later on today, and let's work on that baby album. Do not forget about the last chance items. Do not forget about the 50% off. So anything that is in a suite, so it's not the whole suite, you can purchase it that way. You can buy one whole suite and get a second suite for 50% off, or any item that is in that suite, you can also do it that way. You will pay full price on the higher priced, and the second item will be a little bit, will be 50% off. So let's say within a suite, there's a bundle that you're really interested in. Grab a bundle, find another bundle that is in a suite, and you'll get 50% off of your bundle, which is great, plus your 10% Stampin' Rewards, okay? So it's like a 60% savings. It's a no-brainer. So even if it's just design paper that you're interested in, order a set of design paper that is in a suite, order another that is in a suite, and you'll get that for 50% off, but with your discount, basically 60% off, okay? Um, so yeah. Oh, my heart is heavy for two of my friends here. So, Lord, I just pray a blessing over Judy and Regina. Lord, I pray for a healing hand over both of them. And I just ask that you would just gift them with your peace and your presence in their day. And I thank you for them. Thank you that they have become online community friends. And I don't look at that lightly. So, ladies, thank you for joining me. Lucy, I will contact you. Thank you for sharing, everyone. And we will see you all hopefully this afternoon at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Let's work on that album, okay? We'll see you later. In the meantime, have a blessed rest of your day. Talk to you. Bye.